Now, this is the second video on our topic on Gen Z, the Gen Z war, right? We talk about Gen Z humans, right? What they have for us. Now, we say Gen Z humans in the face of what? Eternity. That is what we are discussing. And here, like I promised in the previous video, I stated that I'm going to look at what the internet say. These are the characters of the Gen Z generation, as we can see it and as the research have been able to reveal. And I don't really know why people are so much interested in this, because even me, I'm interested in it because something is definitely not wrong. It's not right with this group of people that were born between 1995 and 2010. And now we are told their lives, the whole lifestyle they have, were formed in an atmosphere of website, internet, and social media. So let us look at what the internet says about them. Number one, the characters of Gen Z population, people. Number one, they are digital natives, meaning they understand the culture of the internet. I get surprised the other day. I was one who bought phone. I have been using it. But my daughter of 15, just holding on the phone, I noticed what she was able to discover inside the phone that shocked me. Many things I have never discovered, but this came with the little moment she had chance to hold those phones. She started exposing, exploring, and revealing things me I don't even know were existing in the phone. Things she does with it. Same thing goes with the laptop we bought for her. I mean, what this girl does with it shocks me. Me, that is the father. And I clearly use computer for years. Now, only to discover my daughter who just started using it of recent, now can be able to penetrate it. These people, they really know the inside out of the internet world, and they thrive very well in it. So it is their atmosphere, it is their ecosystem, it is their culture, it is their lifestyle. They cannot do, to some extent, without the digital world. Number two, they are diverse and inclusive, meaning they are many. Any tribe can come in, you can hardly see racism among them. That is it. They don't discriminate each other. As long as you do the same thing, you share the same ideology with them, do the same thing with them, whether you are black, white, whatever, they are like that. And so these young people prefer to see themselves as a clique who move in a particular direction based on the ideology, the patterns and guides their lifestyle. Number three, they are pragmatic and financially conscious. These people love money, and so they try to do everything possible that can give them money. Sharp. They like it. That is one thing about Gen Z generation. For the young men, you can see some of them go into even crime, Yahoo, like we say it in Nigeria here, Yahoo Plus, which involves killing people, animals, and the rest of them. Then we talk about, okay, people who are now much more wizards in terms of things like crypto, we talk about Binance, we talk about, Forex, yes, Forex trading, and other online means of making income. These people are very much clever, and they know how to do this thing more better than generations before them. Number four, they are socially and environmentally conscious. These people love socializing with new people, making new friends. As long as you seem to manifest character that reflect what they believe in, they will just take it to you. You become their friend. You want to be part of them. They want to identify with you, and they are conscious of changes in nature. That's why all this climate, whatever, announcement, warning, and everything affects their thought. They don't like it. They don't want a world that is affected by natural circumstances. So they're conscious about all these things, one by one. That is what the internet says about them. Now, they expect transparency in all dealings, meaning these people, you can see that they want you to tell them the truth. If you are treating them, treat them equally. Don't treat one in favor against the other one. You are going to cause a problem. So whatever you do together with them, make sure you are fully transparent with them and you are honest with them. That is what the internet says about a Gen Z generation. Number four, entrepreneurial and independent. These people don't like you to tell them how to work. They believe that they are good enough, equipped enough, skilled enough to do what is right, whether in terms of work or creating new jobs, finding new vocation, whatever. They don't need your advice. They always want to do things according to their own conviction, because they have set up their parameters, their boundaries, the way they live their life, their yes and no's, things they like and dislike, and that decides how they will be able to create themselves wealth or even business or whatever you talk about it. And that is very critical about that. So they like to be independent of people in whatever they do. Number six, respect. Number six, okay, seven. Now, they are radicals with intense love for self-expression. That is it. And that is why you see these people, they like partying like no man business. That is why they have to be there. They like where they can express themselves the way they like, especially in the negative sense. You see them dress in a very suggestive, immoral, disoriented manner, just to go to a party site and have fun and have fun and have fun. Whether it is sensually corrupted, they don't care, and they prefer it to be that way, sensually abnormal. They prefer it that manner. So these people like to express themselves. You can see the way the kind of trousers they wear, clothes, hairdo, white, whatever. You men, boys plaiting hair like girls, and girls doing all those things like that. Gen Z want to express themselves, especially in the manner that counters the norms of ethical code, morality, and piety. That is it. So they don't want anybody to bother them. That you can see where we are heading to. That is, and they are radical about that. Try to correct them. Try to be sound, corrective, rebuking them. You will incur their wrath. That is very, very critical. Now, another thing they like so much, which is number 8, is mental health awareness. These people don't like anything that brings stress to them. They don't like it. If you dare try to, they walk away on you. And if you try to, they will start fighting you. That is Gen Z for you. They don't listen. And they see advice, rebuke, correction as way of stressing them. So they don't like anything that will stress their mind. They don't. Their life is given to pleasure and pleasure alone. That is what they worship. That is what they serve. That is their God. And you can understand very much well, there is no how you can enjoy such type of atmosphere when you feel that your mind or your hands, your senses, you are being interrupted by one man bringing his own rule, try to tell you how to live your life according to his own dictate. They don't like it. They want to live their life the way they want. Wow, God will help us in Jesus' name. Number 9, collaborative, competitive, and community awareness. Just like I talked about, they like being inclusive. These people like to work in groups. They collaborate with others to achieve goals, achieve their aims. And these goals are what they have decided they want to achieve. To which in most cases, some of these goals are counterproductive to social norms, because they satisfy their own targets, which in most cases are not correct, are not good in the face of what? Moral seriousness and purity. That is one thing we need to know about the Gen Z generation. And then number 10, they pursue autonomy and flexibility. These people prefer to do their things, like I said before, in isolation, and they love create variety. They don't believe. That's why things are very fleeting before them. Music that seems to be interesting to them today vanishes within 1 week or 1 month. They want a new one. They want new things all the time. Don't be rigid. They don't be hard facts, fixed to a certain way of life. Should always introduce creativity, different types of variety to it to make life spice. And they will tell you, these are the people who live by that, that adage that the sweetness of life is variety. The beauty of life falls on variety. They like it, and this is how they do their own things. Number 11, prioritize life balance and stability. These people actually hate when things are not going well. When there's riot in the land, when there's injustice in where they are staying, when there's misunderstanding, anything that will affect their happiness, that will affect their disposition to enjoy pleasure, that will interrupt they don't like it. They like a stable environment, a very quiet place that is very, very peaceful. And that will give them the chance to enjoy what they have been enjoying or wish to enjoy to the full. Now, they love meaningful work that's not cumbersome, meaning they are not lazy actually. Some people think they are lazy, they are not. They prefer to do job that wouldn't cause them any stress, but yet produce something meaningful. Give them especially money or whatever material gain they want to get sharp. And that can explain to you why some of them don't land job today, like in Nigerian setting where we have this thing called boy in Igbo land, dying gradually. Girls now, instead of giving themselves time to learn skills, they prefer to do hookup, sharp things, quick, overnight, whatever you call short time, how do they call it? All those things, they prefer to do those type of jobs that give you something very quick. very, very fast, and they get it, and they are all on their own way. Very, very easy job that give them return. Now, the same thing explains why so many of them are into, things like cultism, Yahoo Plus, doing all those ritual stuff to get money done. Number 13, they are eager to grow and develop opportunities. Yes, the same way they want to learn new things that actually should go in the line with what they already believe in. That is the Gen Z generation for you. And lastly, they have high analytical and pragmatic ability. These guys can analyze. They always place their desires in front. They use as a yardstick to analyze what you are doing. Once that thing is falling out of balance with what they want or what they expect to get from you, they will lose interest. Everything becomes boring. You, the self that is even talking, you become very boring to them. And that becomes a very monotonous thing to them. That is one thing about these people. So we take note of this. These are the characters of the Gen Z as the internet puts it before us. And so I will invite you to the next video where we are going to look at Gen Z generation in the light of the eternity or the gospel, and in the light of what the viewpoint of where we're going to go after that. Please remember to share this video, like and follow this thing, and don't forget, comment and share. God bless you.